And they go straight up and down. So like we're gonna do from top to bottom first, and then we'll move over to our second question. Okay, so the first one says, Boone's soccer team is selling candy for a fundraiser. Each candy bar is $1.50, and he wants to buy one for all of his friends. So that's the story that we're going off of, okay? So again, if you're taking notes, I would go ahead and take your journal out. If you're playing around with a computer, I'm not sure what you're doing. If it would be easier for you to close your computer, that's fine. If you're using it to look at your notes, that's great. But just remember that you are responsible for this information. Okay, so Boone's soccer team is selling candy bars for a fundraiser, and each candy bar costs $1.50. So, ironically enough, this is very similar to the Reese's example I gave everybody. Do you remember that? So, I'm going to scroll up a little bit further so that we can get the table and the graph all on the same here. So, one candy bar costs how much? $1.50. Can anybody tell me how much 2 candy bars would cost? $3. How about 3 candy bars? $4.50. How about 4 candy bars? $6. And how about 5 candy bars? $7.50. Okay, so let me ask you this question. How did I answer that question? What did I do? Okay, Kendall says I added $1.50 each time. What's a better way of saying that? He's not wrong. But what's a better way to say instead of adding $1.50 each time? I multiplied the number of candy bars by what? Where are you getting 2 from, Jackson? By what? You're on the right track. We're multiplying by $1.50. Good. So every candy bar times $1.50. Now, I want you to understand something. Whenever we go to graph these, notice that on the x-axis, it says number of candy bars. And on the y-axis, it says the total cost. So it's already telling you what you're going to graph each one as. Now, I know it's been a while since we've graphed, so let me give you a little bit of practice here. One candy bar costs how much? According to the table, $1.50. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay? How much did 2 candy bars cost? $3. How much did 3 candy bars cost? 3 candy bars costed $4.50. How much did 4 candy bars cost? $6. And how much did 5 candy bars cost? Okay, now I know you guys don't have this perfect graph on yours, but when you look at my graph, what do you notice about the spacing? They're all going straight up, right? But what do you notice about the dots? They're all what? Equally spaced out. Okay, now here's a silly question for you. It's not a loaded question. Oh, it's still going. It was just giving me the low battery warning. We're good. Thank you, though, Reed, for letting me know that. How much would 0 candy bars cost? $0, right? Because if I don't buy any candy bars, then I don't spend any money. I want you to write this down. When we go through the origin, we are proportional. When we go through the origin, we are proportional. When we go through the origin, we are proportional. When we go through the origin, we are proportional. Alright, now let's think about that. When we go through the origin, what that means is that we're multiplying something by 0. And when I multiply any number on the planet by 0, what do I get? 0. So that's why it's proportional, because there's nothing else changing up that value. I'm still able to multiply by a value, and that value always produces that 0. Okay, it says write an equation to represent this situation. Now, we're going to keep the graph up here, and I want you to see something. Y is equal to something x. So write an equation to represent this situation. Now, just hear me out on this. What did we say earlier that we were multiplying by in order to get our total? Isaac? 3. Not 3. Jackson?
1.5.
1.5 or $1.50. So let me read this equation to you. Y, which is my cost, because this is the y-axis, do we agree? So y, my cost, is equal to $1.50 times x, my candy bars, which I'm getting from right there. So do we agree that the total cost is equal to $1.50 times the number of candy bars? So then my question to you is this: how much would it cost for 25 candy bars? How much would it cost for 25 candy bars? Well, let me show you how we write that equation out. Y, which is what? What does y equal?
The cost.
Lana? Total cost, nope, total cost is y, right? Is equal to 150 times the number of candy bars, and we're looking for 25 of them. So if you did 25 times $1.50, please do that now. 25 times $1.50, and let me know what you get. Kendall, what'd you get?
$37.50.
$37.50? 20 cents?
27.
$27 and, do we agree?
I got 37.
I believe it's also $37.50. Do we see how that works? You see that no matter what number of candy bars I wanted to buy, if we use this equation right here, it's going to work every single time. Let's just test it. Let's just test it, okay? My favorite number is 41. So here's what I want to know. How much would it cost me to buy 41 candy bars? Figure it out. How much would it cost to buy 41 candy bars?
I think I'm about to say like 7.
Nope, 41. 41. Jackson, what'd you get?
61.5.
Do we agree?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about non-proportional. Somebody remind me, what does it mean to be proportional? It goes through what? You just wrote it down on your paper.
When you go through an origin, you're proportional.
When you go through the origin, so if it goes through the origin, it's proportional. If it doesn't go through the origin, do we know what the origin is? Yeah, okay. All right, I assumed we did. Okay, now, this is a non-proportional example. A candy company charges $3 for shipping and handling when you order candy bars from their warehouse. And each candy bar costs $1. Okay? So again, a candy company charges $3 for shipping and handling when you order candy bars from their warehouse, and each candy bar costs $1. So $3 for shipping and handling, and $1 for each candy bar. You guys with me on that? So how much would one candy bar cost? How much?
$1? No, $4.
Why, Reed? Tell me why.
That's an expensive candy.
No, because the $3 for the shipping. No.
Yeah.
For one, it'd be 4.
It'd be $4 for one candy bar because it's $1 per candy bar plus $3 for shipping and handling.
I thought you were talking about for shipping and handling.
Can we agree?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. How much would 2 candy bars cost?
6.
No, not 6.
5.
5. Why, Reed?
Because the 3 and then the 2.
That $3 shipping and handling doesn't ever repeat. It's a one-time fee.
Oh.
So you can buy as many candy bars as you want, and it's going to cost you $3 plus however many candy bars. So let me ask you this. How much would 2 candy bars cost? $3 plus $2, which is $5. Okay? Let's try it again. $3 for the shipping and handling plus $3 for the candy bars gives me $6. How much would 4 candy bars cost? 7. And how much would 5 candy bars cost? Okay? We with me so far there? Alright, let's try to graph these now. So 1 will be at $4. 2 is at $5. 3 is at 6. Okay, but let me ask you this question though. How much would it cost if I were to buy 0 candy bars?
$0.
$3. Because that shipping and handling fee cannot be taken away.
Shipping nothing. That's
I'm trying to think about it from a mathematical perspective though, Kendall. So yes, I agree. Theoretically, if someone says, hey, it's $3 to buy 0 candy bars, you need to tell them, get out of your face and go away. That's dumb. But for a math problem, we're going to look at it from this. So let me go down to the equation part here. So it says, write an equation to represent this situation. How much would it cost for 10 candy bars? All right, we'll worry about that question in just a second. Let me ask you this. How much did it cost per candy bar? $1, right? So y, again, is my total cost. Is everybody okay with that? Because right here, it's still our cost. And then x is the number of candy bars. So it's 1 times the number of candy bars plus what? What do I have to go back in and add to that? $3, because I can't just get rid of that shipping and handling. Okay? So y is the cost, x is the candy bars. How much would it cost for 10 candy bars?
$13.
Good. Let's take a look at it. If we have our total cost is y, that's going to be 1 times 10 plus 3. 1 times 10 is what? 10. Plus 3 is 13. So y equals 13. Are we good with that? All right, here's my second favorite number is 77. How much would 77 candy bars cost with this equation?
It's 80.
Yeah, because all you have to do is add
No, all
it
you
up
gotta
to
do is
the
add 3.
Good. 77 times 1 is 77, plus the $3 shipping and handling fee is 3. Okay, now let me show you something. I'm going to scroll back up to my graph real quick.
That's not what you said.
No, it's like it's like the chocolate factory.
Oh, yeah.
Candy bars from Golden City.
All right, last thing I want to talk about. Okay, so for this first one, it was $1.50 per, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you notice the difference between those two is? Just look at my graph. Don't try to overthink it. What do you notice, Alana? One starts at 3, and one starts at 0. Okay? This one goes through the origin, which makes it proportional. Again, I don't have to add anything to the end. This one over here does not start at 0. It starts at 3, which is why I have to add that value at the end. So that one's not proportional. Do you see the difference in those? Okay? All right, here's what I want you to do. Let's see my time is. Okay, I'm going to stop the video recording.